Well, hey crafty friends, it's Heidi Scott with DIY Dreaming, and on this video tutorial I'm going to make a really cute pillow that's going to have flower petals that are this shape, and I'll tell you all about that. And I'm using an awesome pillow, I'll show you that. But what I'm making my petals out of is a variety of these fabrics. Okay, what is this? And I have multiple of them. These are fabric swatch books that I have taken apart and I'm covered and everything. And I have a friend who is a decorator, and a couple of years ago she posted something on Facebook saying that she had all these fabric sample books and did anyone want them for any reason, and I ran over there that day and I got a ton of them. So why am I telling you that? I mean, maybe there's a fabric store in your area that has books that they want to get rid of with this, and it's super nice quality fabric. The only thing is they tend to have these papers on them, and those are a little tricky to get off. But that is what I'm using, and I have already cut them out, and I'll show you. Let me plop this over here. We're going to be using some Crafters Polyfill. This is what we did yesterday. Let me show you that. These are called pillow wraps, and they're great because you don't have to constantly be changing your pillow covers. You can just do one of these, and this was a project that we did yesterday. We made this adorable pillow wrap. So I just wanted to show that to you. The flower pillow that we're doing today is going to be kind of similar. I'm using my low temperature hot gluing device because there'll be lots of glue. This is a glue intensive craft. And anyways, oh, and I want to show you what the pillow looks like. Okay, these are from magnoliadiy.com. They come, where's the opening? They come a package of 2. Let me just open it. I want to show you how nice these pillows are. They are great fabric, and they have a zipper at the bottom that's hidden. It's kind of a taupe color. And then inside is this, I mean, it's thick. It feels almost like felt. It keeps your pillow from sliding around. They're 18 by 18. And you get 2 of them in a pack. So they have, we're going to use one of these. But they also have lumber pillows, which are, I think they're 14 or 16 by 24. So if you're wanting to do some pillow projects, I would highly recommend the pillows from magnoliadiy.com. Okay, let me get rid of this and then hop right in. As you are coming on, let me know you're here with me. And if you want the video, want a link to this video, whoops, I just knocked a button off. Just let me know in the comments and I'll get you a link so you can watch that video. Okay, so this is what I have been doing all morning and part of last night. I have been cutting out different pieces of fabric from different swatches, and just this is my pattern. And there's nothing special about this. This is just what I ended up with. It's 7 1/4 inches long and 3 3/4 inches wide. Okay, and I'm not great with technology. I don't have any way to make an actual pattern and share it with you. What we're going to do, I have everything pinned down so that they don't slide all over. We're going to stuff them, and then we'll do the center last, and I need your opinion, please. Should I do this one in the center or this one? So when we get there, I will ask you. And let's just start maybe right here. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky because I'm gluing one side on top of the previous petal and one side underneath. So I need to get this part of this petal glued down so that I can glue this on top of it. And I'm going to leave the ends open, and that is where we will stuff them. I love making pillows. I hope you guys do too. Dot says she's headed to the beach and she's looking forward to watching me all week. Oh, that's so sweet. I'll try to have some really good crafts for you. Okay. So I'm going to go a little bit further on this, and then we'll start with the stuffing right away. I'm leaving this part open. And I'm not going to fill these super full, because then the pillow will be kind of wonky. Just want to get a little bit in there, and I need to get a paintbrush or something. Let's see, what do I have that I can use to push my stuffing in. This is going to be so pretty. I'll lift it up in just a second and show you guys. I am using my Surebonder Cool Shot low temperature hot gluing device. You can get these everywhere, any craft store, for under $10. Mine is a mini, it has a plug. But I really do feel like it's a little bit lower temperature than a regular low temperature hot gluing device. And the thing is, I wanted just to explain that you don't have to use the special fabric glue sticks for this kind of a project, because you're probably not ever going to want to wash this. I'm just looking to see where things need to land. Okay. Let me over, 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 over. Oh no, that's not going to work. Let's go the other way. Over. This is like a mental challenge. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to do this one next, and tell me what you guys are up to today. Well, let me share a little something personal with you guys. I am so excited. My oldest son and his wife, they have been married for 3 years. And they are purchasing their first house. They're closing. They closed, and they're gonna move into it next week. Anyways, it's pretty big, I think. I'm going to pull this one up so I can glue it on top here. Teresa Faye says she saw my tulle Christmas trees on YouTube, I think she said, and now she can't stop. Oh my gosh, we made so many different Christmas trees last year. It was so much fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay, let's stuff this one. Before I do that, I want to glue this one down. This one down. Can you guys see all right? I'm hoping that you can. So if you had a whole bunch of Christmas fabrics, you could totally make a Christmas pillow that would be really nice using this same method. Okay, let's stuff this one. Tomorrow, if you're watching this live, tomorrow for Christ in Crafting, my son is going to be the special guest. And I'm super excited about that. What do I have going on here? I am super excited about it. He offered. And he's 27, I think. Can't believe that. Anyways, he is a mature Christian and a Jesus follower like myself. And he always has the best insight. So he picked out some verses, and he will be coming live with me, and we're going to do wood burning, which I've been playing with that today to try to figure out how to do it well. It's a little harder than what I would have thought. Anyways, that's what's coming up tomorrow. I'm not sure what time we will be live. You could certainly sew this project if you wanted. People ask me that question all the time. Why do I do these kind of projects with glue rather than sewing? And the answer is super easy, because not everybody knows how to sew, and not everybody has access to a sewing machine. So I just like to show hot glue as an option for most of these things. And if you want to sew your projects, almost all these kind of projects can be sewn. How do you guys like the selection of fabrics that I picked out? I was looking for fabrics that had blues and grays and cream and some of this taupey color. And I think these worked out just great. You might even be able to buy some of these fabric sample books online. I just happened to have the friend who offered them, and I said, oh my gosh, yes, I would totally love that. Let's get glued. Taupe goes with a lot. I totally agree, Beth. You love the color scheme. I'm not sure where I'm going to put this pillow. It might go upstairs in our bedroom. I don't know for sure. And it's not really tied to a season. You know, there's not a Santa Claus or fall leaf or Easter bunny, you know, or heart or whatever on it. It's just just a flower shape with all of these neutral colors that I love. Okay, let's glue that one down. Will it be a pillow or a wall hanging? This is going to be a pillow, but oh my gosh, that's a brilliant idea because, well, MagnoliaDIY.com, they have some wall hangings that are this kind of fabric that have a magnetic top and bottom, and you can get replacements. So you can just use the same magnetic top and bottom over and over and swap out the part that is in the center, the canvas part. So that would totally be great. But this is a pillow. Let me show you. Where's my zipper? So this is a pillow. This is what it's going to look like. But I love the wall hanging idea. That's a great idea. I would not ever attempt to wash this pillow. You could spot clean it, but I think the fabrics would just all unravel because nothing's hinged here. And so that would be a big mess. So I would not suggest ever putting this in the washing machine. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. This piece of fabric right here is my favorite of all of them. And it came in this color wave also. Oh my gosh. Just fabulous. See lots of people hopping on. Thank you for joining me. I'm moving as fast as I can. Let me ask you this question. Did you guys get to see this tutorial that I did earlier this week? This was a tarnished silver platter that I painted distressed and glued some legs on, and now it is an elevated riser, and this is a transfer, the rub-on transfer in the center, and then this is the other one that I made. Same idea. This is part of a stencil that says, perhaps you were created for such a time as this, and I just used the flower. I painted it, distressed it, and glued on these little legs. That was a super fun set of projects, and if you missed that and you want to watch it, just let me know and I will grab that link for you. says she loves the risers. Oh, I'm so glad. I loved them too. I love tarnished silver. Well, I don't love that it's tarnished, but I love the idea of rescuing something that was loved once upon a time. And, you know, most of those that get donated and that you can find in thrift stores, they're not in good shape. But if you paint them and decorate them, they're totally usable and lovable again. And I just like the idea of not sending everything out to a landfill, of repurposing and creating fabulous things, you know, out of stuff like tarnished pieces of silver. So I have so much of it. I really need to put myself on a fast from buying anymore. Okay, it's coming along. See, can you see how those are stuffed? And that gives them some dimension. And I am not being fussy about my gluing being perfect or anything. Let me know in the comments if you would like some information on these awesome pillows from magnoliadiy.com. This is 18 by 18. It's got such a nice interior of it. So let me know that, and if you want to watch that other video of this pillow wrap, or if you wanted to watch the video of the silver risers, and I will dig all that out for you guys. Oh, and feel free to sprinkle. You wish you had my vision. Well, look, I don't have great vision close up anymore. I wear readers on my head all the time because I honestly cannot see close up without them anymore. And once you start wearing readers, then you become very dependent on them. So my vision far away is pretty decent, but my close-up vision is just that normal aging thing. I'm curious about my fabric pieces. Okay, these fabric pieces came from these fabric swatch books that if you go to a fabric store and you're trying to pick out some fabric, or you're working with a designer or decorator, they have these. I think most fabric stores and designers, decorators get these given to them by the different fabric companies. And when everything's out of date, so they can't sell it anymore, then there's no point to keep hanging on to it. And I had a friend who offered me some of hers, and I took quite a few. I just took the ones that had colors that, you know, appealed to me. But this fabric is so nice. Oh my gosh, we're almost there. Yay! Then we got to decide about the center. And then I want to show you this other thing I was pondering. So I'm going to be trying to decide whether I want to just do a creamy center with a big poof. I think I'm going to want this one. It's gray. It's not a very good circle. I might trim that up. I probably will. Hey, Kathy from Colorado. Thanks for joining me. Okay. I'm going to have a few things to trim up. But here is the pillow. This is probably how it will sit. And what I'm trying to decide now is whether I want a center that is gray, and I'm going to put a whole bunch of stuffing in there, or if I want just an ivory. So let's have a vote. If you're watching live on Saturday at 3:48 Eastern time, tell me cream or gray. And while you're telling me, I'm going to try to trim this a little bit more in a circle. So say cream or gray, depending on which one you think would look better. Cream, gray, gray, cream, gray. Gray is ahead. I'm seeing lots of gray. I think, oh, and now I see lots of cream. Oh gosh, let me look. Oh, I'm seeing lots of cream coming up. Okay, the next three people that I see up, Alice Cornett says gray. Shirley says cream, Shirley Blair. Sheila Hatchell says cream, so I guess cream it is. It was really pretty evenly split. This is too big, so let me cut it a little bit smaller. Thank you guys for helping me decide, because I just could not make that decision. Okay, so let's do this one. And, okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a poof in the center. Just so I can kind of figure out where to start gluing. You know, now I'm looking at the cream, I'm thinking, yes, that was the absolute right decision. It doesn't take anything away from the petals. And this cream is covering up all the mess that's happening in the underneath center. So hoping that I can get that to lay relatively flat right here. We'll see. Yeah, pretty sort of flat. Not perfect, but. So this pillow for me was basically, all I paid for is the hot glue, a little bit of stuffing, and the pillow itself. And these are like 2 for $15 or something. They're super nice. But all the other fabric was free. Okay, now this is another thing I was thinking about, but I have not resolved it fully. I was considering doing a stencil on a piece of canvas and then putting it, you know, somewhere on my thing. But actually, now I'm thinking it would be better to do a stencil of some sort on a smaller piece of canvas. And I cut out a couple little pieces from some of those fabrics that were too pretty to just throw away. So I could, you know, put a leaf on one and then a word or two. What do you guys think about that idea? And that could go right there, or it could go up here or over here. I like this spot right here the best. I'll show you. And I'll definitely make it smaller. Just pulling some strings. Yeah, so that I think is something I'm gonna think about tonight to see if I could do that. I could also just stencil right here a word on the pillow. Tiny buttons in the center of the flower. Oh my gosh, I did not even think about that. And you know, I tend to want to put buttons on everything. Everything. So let me just find some teeny ones just to take a peek, and then you guys tell me what you think. Like if I did some buttons, oh my gosh, that could seriously be so beautiful. Or I have another idea. I could do something like this idea. I'll lift it up. Or I could do some buttons like just randomly here, because this kind of looks like a sunburst or something. I don't know, what do you guys think? That was a very good idea. Tell me what you think, buttons or no buttons? Or if we are doing buttons, should I put them around the outside of this? I could, of course, do some pretty buttons on if I was going to do a patch. But I like this one little leaf better. In the middle is what Nina says. Buttons on the center. Okay, well, when you say on the center, do you mean like a big one, a small one? That's pretty. A whole bunch. A big one in the center and smaller ones around it. Let me look and see what you guys are saying. One extra large in the middle. Okay, and then Charlotte says random buttons. Buttons on the center, a whole bunch. Okay, so like, I kind of like that idea. Like a whole bunch of them. And I would pick out some pretty ones. These are just the buttons that were at the top of the pile. So do you mean like this? I kind of like that. I don't know that I would do that big of a button in the center. Buttons, little ones, all in the center. Well, keep your advice coming. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop off and I'm going to read what everyone has to say, what your suggestions are. And then I will play with this tonight, get it all finished up. I will either make a little patch with a word, because there are some great stencils that have, you know, blessed or things like that. Great, or blue in the center. Ooh, I don't know if I have any little ones though. Anyways, I am going to go sit down in my comfy chair and start reading what all of you guys have written. So keep your suggestions coming. If you have questions, don't hesitate. If you want the supplies, I mean, how I would describe this is a fabric store or decorator fabric sample book, but I can give you the links for the pillows and tell you what kind of a hot gluing device this is and where you can get it, that kind of stuff. So let me know if you want that. Put the leaf in the middle. Ooh. This one's bigger. I could trim it up. Trim this part off right here. What about that? And then I could do this here. What do you guys think about that idea? Or I have this one. It's a little bit smaller. No buttons. Oh my gosh. You can Google, okay, who just told me this? You can Google discontinued fabric sample books. And Francine is asking me why my name is spelled H-I-E-D-I. You know what? It's spelled that way because that's how my mom spelled it on my birth certificate. And the reason why she spelled it that way, she explained this to me once a long time ago, was because she took the rules of grammar and spelling, I before E except after C, and she said, okay, H and then I-E-D-I. She did not realize that in German or Slavic languages, they always do it H-E-I-D-I. Anyways, that's just a little bit of trivia. I had another Heidi just recently give me kind of a hard time about how my name was spelled, and I just thought, wow, where's that coming from? Because, you know, I wasn't involved in naming me or putting the spelling of my name on the birth certificate. Anyways. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go sit down and read everything that you've said. Do a this or a this. It's a heart. Say something to me in the comments. Let me know if you want the supplies. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow for some wood burning crafts with my son for Christ and Crafting. Bye.